I'm thinking you have a service that I want, that I use, and how do I go about going, well, can I get a discount, or is it because
No, you shouldn't get a discount. Here's the thing. They're not gonna think that way until you present it.
The Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast. The rules are gone. The shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Allie.
Now I can say Allie Payne.
Scott Free. It feels weird. We're recording this on a Monday, which is a day we don't normally record.
Yes.
It's weird, right? But maybe that'll make, I wonder what the vibe's going to be.
It could be good.
Right. Like, we also never record on Fridays.
No, that's real rare.
If we did, I think the vibe would be even more fun.
Now, it is chaos when we record this thing. If our schedules are so screwed up, like Allie's on her 58th vacation of the year.
I've only taken 2.
And we have to record it
this year.
And
I went to New York City for a weekend and Vegas for a weekend.
And you're off next Monday. And
yeah, do you want to know where I'm going?
Well, yeah, then I'll tell you
Okay. I'm going to, I've never been here before. I'm going to the Chautauqua Institute, and we are going to see one of Zach's actually it's Zach's favorite band. I don't know really any of their songs. I've been trying to listen, but I'm excited because this is, you can't drive a car in the, like, within the Institute parameters. So you can't, you have to like take a valet. I think they have kind of like a trolley. Even if you have a cooler, you can't even take a car to the hotel we're staying at, which is on Chautauqua.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I think I was there once for lunch with a girl I dated in like 1990. She was like a super hippie.
Oh, that would track then, because
Yeah.
it is, what they do a lot there is music and also religious institute.
Oh,
but
her dad was a minister.
I could see that, but it's not all, don't think of it just like, evangelistic. It's like all religions.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, it is. It's like, I don't quite get what they do there.
a little too artsy
and
for
then
Scott.
a random concert.
Right. A little too artsy for Scott, huh?
Eclectic is a better word.
Very eclectic. You also get a lot of really popular artists in this smaller venue.
Yeah. Who is it you're going to see?
Wilco.
Roger.
I don't know what that reference is, but all I know is I told my dad, and my dad's like, oh my gosh, I love Wilco. They had this great album called Summer Teeth. So then I talked.
This sounds like I'm interviewing Dawn from the track, and they're bringing them up to the track. Oh my God, this group coming.
It's one of these bands that like are so popular. I was talking to Zach about this. I wonder what their net worth is, which I'll Google it in a second. I wonder what their net worth is, because they're so popular, but they've done it in a grassroots way. It's kind of like
Fish, not
like
one
Fish.
Commercial hit.
Fish.
But yet mega millionaires and
Fish,
super popular.
Sturgill Simpson, Tyler Childers. They all have like a huge following. All right, what net worth for Wilco? Hold on a second. Net worth.
I don't know. Sometimes I like being super mainstream. Other times I'm like, am I missing something that I hear about this? And I'm like, nope.
Oh my God.
Let me guess, they're loaded.
Loaded. Like loaded.
Oh.
So the American alternative rock band Wilco does not publicly disclose its corporate entity's net worth, but its principal singer, just the singer, songwriter and founder, has an estimated net worth, just the first guy, $8 to $9 million.
Well, good for him.
Oh my God, yes.
Jeez.
That is insane.
That's great.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a following, and nothing wrong with following,
and
right?
we're going, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Anyway,
Well,
all right.
You'll find a good time.
I'm so excited.
It's a pretty area from what I can remember, that part of New York. So
I was there for my 40th birthday.
At Chautauqua?
Yes. So me and my girlfriend stayed in an Airbnb in Chautauqua, but then we went and saw the Barbie movie within the institution, which was so funny because, and he had asked me if I'd been there, and I said, no, I don't think so. And then I was like, well, I went to this movie and we couldn't, you had to park out and walk in, and it was a really small theater, and it was like a lot of artsy people. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they're happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm excited because it's his favorite band, but also, you're right, Chautauqua's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Try spelling that, but that's not beautiful either way. So are you? We started talking about the fact that recording this on weird days.
Yeah.
And I had said the one that really, when you feel shot out of the cannon, is after Allie's 84th vacation. Actually, it was 58th, but 84th vacation of the year, and we've had to do it on a Tuesday, leading right up to having to release the thing, and we're like, oh God, we gotta go. But if you're ready, I have your pop quiz ready to start your brain.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Which we said in a previous podcast, because I just listened, that we were going to do this on the show, and we haven't done it since.
No, but that's okay. I mean, we'll get there. I kind of like where this lives right now.
Okay,
You know, it gives you the chance to struggle if you're going to struggle. And I mean, it's not. It's people don't ingest it quite in the moment, you know, when they're ready to get it, they get it. So I feel better about that.
Call back from the previous one, largest planet, Jupiter.
All right. Well, then in that case, what's the name of the galaxy that contains our solar system?
I don't know. I really suck at anything with
I'll give you a hint. It's a candy bar.
I was going to say that, Milky Way.
Yes.
I was going to say that, and I was like, is this too easy?
God, I kind of really fucked with you and said, Snickers.
I was going to say Milky
Snickers
Way.
galaxy.
But I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. While we're on this, which planet is the red planet?
Jupiter.
Okay. Who
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, I'll come back to it.
Okay.
We'll pass for the moment. This is
Okay.
like the old pyramid game.
Oh, I
Remember?
feel like an
Dick
idiot.
Clark used to hold it. We'll pass.
Okay.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Very good.
Thank you.
How many? Let's see. How many continents are there on Earth?
9.
Okay, we'll pass.
Wait, hold on. I gotta go. 7?
Yes.
7. Okay,
we'll
yeah,
take
yeah,
that
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, thank you.
What is the capital city of the United States?
DC.
Absolutely. Your brother lives there, so I would hope you would get that right. Which of these is the hardest natural substance on Earth?
Diamond.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
I put in parentheses, not an 18-year-old's boner.
I was thinking that too. Oh my God. I hate that we both thought that.
That's terrible. Question 7. Who was the author of the play Romeo and Juliet?
Shakespeare.
Okay, very good. Question 8. And then after we get to question 10, I'm going to jump back for a minute.
Okay.
What's the largest internal organ in the human body?
The heart.
We'll pass on that and come back to it. In what year did the Titanic sink? That's tough. Do you want multiple choice?
No, 1913.
We're going to pass on that.
Shoot, 1931.
No, we will continue to pass on that. What is the primary ingredient of guacamole?
I was really confident the first time.
I was so confident. The primary ingredient of guacamole.
Oh, avocados.
Very good. What year did the Titanic sink?
I thought it was 13 or 31.
Not 31 and
32?
not 13.
32?
No, you were closer when you were at 13.
12.
Yes, all right, we'll go with number
Okay.
12. What is the largest organ in the human body, not the heart?
Oh, the skin.
No, that's outside.
Oh, inside. Okay.
Yes. We've sometimes
Is it my pancreas?
No, we've sometimes joked this can become inflamed after one of your weekends.
Oh, liver.
Yes. Oh God, let's see here. I got to go back up. Oh yes.
I could see that. It's very large. I don't know why. I was like thinking of, how the Grinch says that how his heart grew 3 times larger.
You applied the Grinch
I
logic
did.
to this?
I did.
What planet is commonly known as the red planet?
Venus. I don't know.
What planet is commonly known as the red planet, Allie?
So not Jupiter.
Nope.
Not Venus.
Nope.
Mars?
Yep.
Okay.
There you got there.
I fail at the planets every time. Every dang time.
You did okay on that
I
one.
did okay.
You did
Okay,
okay.
so the 1913, I was so confident on the Titanic one because, when you learn about the Titanic, why was I a year off? I wish I knew why I was a year off.
Honestly, when I read it, I thought it was 1911. So I was a year off before I read
Okay.
that, and I'm like, oh, it was 1912. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Well, what do you want to tackle first? The thing that I teased in the last podcast?
Oh, that probably should happen, because if anybody listened to that, people message us and they go, oh, I was listening to that.
All 5 of you.
Yeah.
So what I was talking about and teasing in the last podcast was we have this perk of work sometimes where we will get things. Tickets to NASCAR, tickets to Nelly, tickets to, it doesn't matter, a dog show.
Yeah.
So occasionally you have somebody who will ask you for a ticket. And if I'm saying like people in your life who are like different levels of friends.
Yes.
Now, Scott, I don't know if you get this, because sometimes if Terry was to ask you for a ticket, automatically the answer is yes.
I will go out of my way to attempt to
Yes.
get him a ticket. Yes.
But then you have other people in your life you're not as close to.
Yep.
Let's say it's a soccer mom and you see her, she's nice and everything. How hard are you going to go out of your way to get her a ticket?
Well, I mean, I'd ask.
Okay. But now, what if she did it pretty often?
Well, if it was like I heard show after show after show.
Yeah.
It would get
a little old.
It gets a little old unless I knew that there was some like financial thing where they were really struggling.
Or unless they have a service that they could give to you.
Oh.
So this is where it comes to is I know that it's
said landscaping parent owns.
Yes.
Say soccer parent owns a landscaping company.
Yes.
I'm like, I could really use some help getting a few bushes in.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Bingo. Now, I know it's not extremely difficult for us to always get tickets. Sometimes it depends on what it is.
Yeah, it really
I
totally
can't-
depends.
Yeah, I can't guarantee. Some shows are easier than others.
Well, and keep in mind, not everyone's into the same show.
Right.
Some people we now know Nellie's coming to the area in September. There will be a lot of people that will ask for those tickets.
Yes.
And that's a hot show. You may not be in the Grand Funk Railroad, but somebody else might be. But if they consistently ask over and over and over, like every show, and then it starts to become, you're going to get me tickets, right? That's
Oh, I hate that you're going to get me tickets, right? But here's the thing that I want to really focus on is if I am somebody who can provide scot-free with a service as a thank you, I would think that you would automatically offer it up. Well,
at some point you would. It might, maybe not the first pair that I asked
Right.
for. Although that would be a nice gesture. Some people are great at it. Some people will send thank you cards, a Dunkin' gift card. My God, there are people
I
that
don't
are.
even care about any of that.
Yeah, right.
Here's what I care about is that if I have now given you at least 5 pairs of tickets for something, when do I get to say, hey, can we do a trade? Like, how do I say that? Because I think
What sucks is that you will have to say it or it will continue this way.
this is the problem. It
And I
just
want you to
happened
think about something. If you've given away 5 pair of tickets, even if the cheapest ticket is $25, some of those tickets. I was going to say the cheapest.
because this person has gotten Kane Brown tickets.
Oh, that's close to $100 a pop?
Exactly.
Okay, and that's
So-
2, so let's go $200. We'll
Exactly.
do some easy rounding. Okay, $200.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, let's say 5. Like I said, 5 total shows. So now we're probably close to at least $500 of concert ticket.
At least
that I have given this person.
I mean, no, that would be like $100 a ticket. You're close to $1,000 worth of tickets.
that is what I'm saying. To this day, and just between last week and this week. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm getting so flustered. Between last week and this week, this person asked me for a ticket again. I didn't have the ticket to give. They wanted Ashanti, and I said, I'm honest.
We're out.
We're literally out.
Yeah.
Like if you would have asked me a couple days ago, but I just am having a hard time with this because I'm thinking you have a service that I want, that I use, and how do I go about going? Well, can I get a discount, or is it because
No, you shouldn't get a discount. Here's the thing. They're not gonna think that way until you present it. Because what they're thinking, their thought is, and it seems, and I think I know, no offense, you're part of the problem on this. You've managed to get it time after time after time.
Yeah.
So now they've come to somewhat expect, it's got to be easy for Allie to get these. Now, again.
But where's my freaking thank you?
Well, sometimes the tickets are easy, sometimes they're not. In general, there should be a thank you overall.
Oh yeah, there's a thank you over text, but I want to thank you.
But that's not the same. Thank you over text is kind of like it. I don't want to say it. It's not falling on deaf ears. A thank you over text is still an acknowledgement that you've done something, but it's not kind of helping out. Here's a great example. I'm going to use landscaping as an example because 90% of landscaping is labor. It's not product. You can have product in there, but if you're mowing the lawn, it's labor.
Yes.
Okay, there's a gas cost, but
And of course, there is a cost of labor, and I respect it.
I do too. However, I would say, like I was going to say in my case, if it was someone that had a landscaping company, and I just keep harping on that one because it's timely.
Yes.
I'm like, I need some help in the front of my yard. I need some bushes and some mulch, and $1,000 worth of tickets over time. You could help out with that. Even if you, and the thing is, now that you're at this point, they're not going to offer it. So you only have one choice. You have to go to them and suggest the trade around and be like,
how do I say that? So,
well,
let's
to be
let's
honest
pretend
with
like,
you, I think you have to be very blunt and be like, I've gotten you about $1,000 worth of tickets over about, or don't even say that. Don't even say $1,000 in tickets. Let's really test their character. You want to how you do it?
I was so excited to talk about this because I thought Scott Free is going to have the answer.
Well, let's talk. Let's test their character, because if you go in and say, I've gotten you about $1,000 worth of tickets, can you help a sister out? Okay. It's going to come across, I mean, you have the right to say that, but it's going to come across in a way where it's a little bit passive aggressive. Let's test their character.
Okay.
Again, sticking with my theory of the landscaping, you need 8 bushes, a load of mulch, and you know what? You need some guys for an hour and a half because they're quick. They can do it. They do it every day.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you know what? You're not going to have time to mow your lawn the rest of the season. You want them there every week. Okay.
Yep.
Rest of the season. It's one stop on the way, okay?
Yep.
Whatever the case may be. So you need to go and be like, hey, and do it before they give you the next tickets or the request. And you need to go because now that Nellie's been announced, that request is coming if it hasn't already. So, and that ain't a cheap ticket either. I think that's going to be no less than at least $80 a ticket. So, what you need to do is now you go before they ask for the Nelly tickets and you go at it and you say, hey, quick question for you. Yes.
Yes.
I know I try to give a hand when I can with extra tickets that we might, get our hands on. And sometimes we do and we don't, and I'll do my best for you when I can.
Yeah.
Can you help me out with something? And don't be specific. Now, if it's landscaping, you have to be specific. But let's say it's a service like nails.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Hair.
Hair. Yeah, it could be that. Would you be willing to help out a little bit? I mean, I gotta, maybe we could, work something out. You give me a hand here with this a little bit, because if they go, oh, sure, I'll do one free, or, oh, sure, I can mow your lawn this week. This week, I asked you to do it for the rest. I'm thinking in my head, you just put it out there. Oh, I'll put you on the schedule. We'll get you till the leaves start falling. You would just think it would be automatic like that because you're like, but they're not seeing that. They just expect that you're going to get them and you could be like, oh, I'm first in to ask for them.
Do you think that it would ruin my relationship if I said this offer?
If you did it in the way where I said, I've given you X, and I know you're going to want more, that would put a little bit of a divide. Maybe it would cause a little bit of tension there. If you reverse it and leave it open-ended without saying how much of something you want, and be like, hey, just wondering, wondering if you could help me out with this. We're going to see where you land top of mind, whether it is a conversation you strike up about, I'm trying to redo my landscaping and I need some bushes and some mulch and I'm trying to figure out what's going to work there. If they don't offer anything or they do the bare minimum, that's what they think is that they're getting from you. They think it's easy. She gets her hands on it.
Yep.
It's no skin off her back. Nobody else could possibly be asking for tickets. So why wouldn't she just give them to me? Because it's now become expected.
Well, exactly. And the thing with, okay, sometimes it might be easy, but even if it is easy, I would rather give it to either a closer friend or somebody who is going to be like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah.
Because
not
the way
always,
I was going,
but after that many?
Exactly. And that's where I am coming to this, because I was going to say
one pair of tickets, I mean, unless it's a monster show like Olivia Rodrigo at Madison Square Garden, one pair of tickets does not necessarily equate to you owe me. 5 pair
Right.
of 5 shows or whatever
Yep.
the case may be, you're getting to the point where you got to reciprocate a little bit. You got
That's
to
right.
do something back.
That's right. And that's where I'm like, I just can't believe people don't think that way. They think like that I don't get anything in return.
I wish I knew what the service was. I could easily come up with the calculation.
I will show you off camera. You ready?
Okay. And you know what? I will tell you off camera. Okay. You get 5 free sessions of those.
Okay.
That's what it should be. That's absolutely what it
think
should
about
be.
that.
You told me off.
Yeah. I could say, yeah. And that's not that doesn't even add up to the amount of tickets that this person
There you go.
received.
Then you get 5 free of
Ooh.
that.
I like that.
Is the way it should be.
and I don't
but it
wanna-
won't
and
be
I-
offered. It will not be offered. You might get one.
What I want, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say in a jokey way, well, can you help a sister out?
Mm-hmm.
I've given you X. How about you throw a little X my way?
Well, then if you're going to do it that way, you have to do it where you have the Nelly tickets in hand before she asks for them. And you have to be like, girl, I know you're going to want these, but this makes show number 6. What are we going to do here to make this a little bit more even? You could do it that way, and you could make it sort of a fun gesture. But if you really want to know what the character is, you have to go about it in a way where you kind of bring it up, and because it's very hard to walk in and say, I've given you this.
Yes.
I feel it's worth something in return, because they're looking at it as though, oh, that's my girl. She'll hook me up. And this and that.
Yeah, but I still like my back scratched.
Yes.
Like now it feels a little takey advantage of. And here's the other thing. I have more than one person in my life we've gotten to this point, which is kind of unfortunate because that means I just basically bend over and take it.
The other option is this. If you don't want to do the approach to find out how giving, how they perceive what you're giving them, either as a value, you have the approach where, and the only way it'll work is to take those tickets with you and to be like, I know you want these. This makes the 6th show that I've helped you out with. Let's work a deal.
It's got to be said because I'm getting bitter and I don't want to be bitter.
Right. But then let's make it deal. Because the other
right.
option you could do is this. If you're not going to take the approach of finding out what the character is and talking about something that, like hypothetically, if it's the landscaping, it's an easy one. I really need to know what to put in here, or I really need my lawn mowed for the season because I'm just all over the place. If they don't pick up on that, they're not going to. And then you're going to feel even more defeated. So I say, take the tickets with you. Say, this makes show 6. Let's work something out because I know you want them.
Okay.
That's an easy way to do it, because really,
I bet you by next couple podcasts, I'll have an update on this.
yes. And
Just because we just announced a big show.
if they ask you before you can get in with tickets, you simply reply with, we'll talk about that when I see you. And then you go in with the
Okay.
tickets and say, okay.
Yep.
This is show number 6.
Doing it face to face.
Yep. You got it.
Wow.
You got
That's
it.
like facing, oh man.
But because they're not picking up on it. They're looking either as this is no skin off your back, when it is, because I want you to think about this. They're not the only people that are going to ask for show tickets or have.
That's
And
what I'm saying. I have that's why Terry's number 1, right?
Well, sure.
Terry's a yes every time.
I will do my damnedest. I mean, for all the things Terry's has helped me with and likely will in the future, you're going to come across number 1.
Yeah.
But
everybody else, get in line.
You're in line. And that's the other thing, too. You could pull this trick. You could be like, ooh, well, I've had a lot of people asking me for them this time, and I'm not sure.
Right. I'm not sure, but if I get a pair, we need to do an exchange.
Well,
also, and you want to know
I
what's
don't
so
even
funny?
know that I'd say it there. I'm
Well,
saying,
not even an even exchange. You're right. There's got to be like, yeah, what deal can we make here?
I think that, if see, this is tough because after this show, I don't know how many more she'd ask for. I mean, this was like the big announce of the of the season. So, I don't know what other shows that are coming.
Well, there's going to be years ahead.
Well,
so that's why this
exactly.
has got to be this has to be nipped in the bud. And the other thing that I think is so funny, I have a friend who him and I were roommates, and I I owe him my life. Like, he let me live with him. I feel this way about two different people. So I lived with my friend Chad for a little bit. And by a little bit, quite a long time.
Quite a while.
And he charged me like next to nothing in rent. And then I lived at my friend Donna and Matt's house. They have like I guess a bonus house, if you will, a vacation home that they like would Airbnb and stuff. And they also let me use their house in the middle of a breakup. And they're the same. Like, those people, I always say like, whatever you guys want. And they're the ones that never ask.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. And I think Terry's probably the same. He probably never asks you for tickets, or very rarely.
And there's different levels of it too. You know, it's
like the people I want to give it to you, they don't ask me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but on top of that, it's also the different levels. If this was your closest friend, it might be a little bit different because you can have a different level of conversation with someone that you're super close with.
Yeah, if it was Sonya, I'd be like, hey, I'll give you these tickets. Will you X my butthole?
In which case she'd say, sister, anytime.
Yes, that's right.
So yeah,
I'll wax both of your buttholes.
But my fear is
meaning
you
yours
have
too.
two buttholes.
No, meaning yours too.
Oh well, great. I think that they're not picking up on it. They just expect that you get it so easy. And it's not that easy, because you also got to remember, there are other people that are going to get in line to ask, and it's not a first come, first serve. You know, it's you do what you can do.
Right. And now it's getting to a point where it's like, well, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Or if we go to dinner, buy me my freaking dinner.
That's an option too.
I think that's a nice way to say thank you. I promise I won't get the steak and lobster.
But once in a while, it's okay. I mean, yeah, people that just, and unfortunately, it becomes an expected behavior.
All the time.
And
I actually dropped a friend real fast. This was early on in my career here. That's all she asked me for. I couldn't get rid of her quick enough.
Well, then you walk in with those tickets and you say, girl, I know you're going to want these. Or guy, whatever. Yeah. I know you're going to want these. I know you're going to ask. And
I know you're going to ask. I love that.
Well, that's okay, but do it with a smile.
Right.
And be like, we're going to work a deal. This is show number 6. And you kind of make it a lighthearted thing and be like, you help me a little bit here too, okay?
Yes.
And then you back and forth. And now that relationship is established. And remember, if the text comes before you get the tickets in hand and can go see said person, you respond with, I'll see what I can do. We'll talk about it next time I see you. Then you get there and you whip out the tickets and you'll be like, all right, let's have a little chat here. You know, because it's
doing it in person is the thing that's going to kill me.
But it's if you do it,
but I'm going to see their reaction right then and there.
But and then you're going to know
exactly,
and then you will know, and then you're going to know every show following that. Are they going to get a yes or not?
Well, are they going to help me out or not?
Well, that's the thing. You've done it.
Man, I'm getting so snarky about this.
But you've done it so many times, thinking that would come, and it hasn't. So now a light nudge of a gesture of, okay, I'm helping you out, because no matter what you're doing, you're saving them money so they can enjoy something.
Yes.
That is a huge thing.
Save me money.
That's right. It is. So, it is absolutely a value in some way.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Not saying that you have to trade us, by the way, for tickets. Sometimes just giving a pair to somebody to bring that little bit of joy, or you're going to see them. Yeah.
But the difference is the amount of times I've done this.
There you go.
And have received nothing back.
While we're on the subject of friends, let me ask you this. I found this, and I thought this was really interesting. So this actually came from a really interesting survey, like 2,000 people. So when you get to a large survey like that, you start getting some stronger results, okay?
Yep.
And it's the things that people must go through with a friend before becoming best friends or closer friends, okay?
Oh, I got a good one for this.
Well, I'm going to go through a couple of these.
Okay.
I want you to tell me, has it happened? Have you gained a friend out of these situations?
Oh, okay, great. Let's do it.
Go through a traumatic experience, which, by the way, was the number one result of how people became best friends.
I don't think I've ever gone through I've gone through like my own traumatic things, but they didn't go through it with me.
You would have gone through it together.
They just supported me. Like I just mentioned living at my friend Matt and Donna's house.
Yep.
I was the one going through the traumatic change. They were just supporting me.
Sure.
By literally giving me a place to live.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So would that be one?
I mean, I guess it's close to it. I don't know how.
Other
close.
than that, like I can't think of something so traumatic that I've been through with a friend.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
This is a scary one because it can go the exact opposite. Go on vacation. You could either become very close with someone or want to distance yourself for the rest of your life from that person.
Brother, I have had both.
Yeah.
And I have people now that are on the list of no more vacations for us.
Yes.
I have friends that I vacation with very, very well.
And you guys are tight. Here's
Super
another
tight.
one. Road trip together.
Same thing.
That's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had anybody that you talked on the phone and it just kept growing and growing, like, and then you realized one day you were like, God, we're closer than I realized.
Yeah, did we just become best friends? Yeah. I that was back in the day, especially when I was in school. You would call each other when you got home from school, and I would just sit there and talk to, all my girlfriends. And now we have a really tight, solid group of girlfriends because we always talked on the phone.
I think this one is going to hit home for you. Showing loyalty, having each other's back. You call up, and that could relate from talking on the phone. You talk to Sonia, and all of a sudden you're unfortunately venting out the traumatic experience that you were going through, and you realize, boy, this girl really does. She sees me.
Oh, yeah. Sonia definitely has my back. So one of the things just recently, I was at a women's mixer and it was like, what are your 2 foundational words? This is something that, I don't know if you've ever heard of Brene Brown, but Brene Brown talks about a lot of vulnerability, and in a work setting, she does a lot of activities. She's an author, but also is like the top researcher with like vulnerability and working together. So she'll go in and she would come into our office and basically figure out how we would be able to work together appropriately and or in like the most effective way. So one of the things is she'll say, we need to find your 2 like foundational words. And just the other day, I did this at a women's mixer, and my word was loyalty. Mm-hmm. But the reason I said that was because not just for the work branding, but also because I said, I want somebody to be loyal to me and I'll be loyal to them, because it actually is the connection. Because we're not meant to do this life alone. And that's really what it comes down to. So then somebody else said to me, well, wouldn't your word be connection? I'm like, well, I think those can be interchangeable, but loyalty is huge for me.
Yeah, I understand that. So of the things that people must go through with a friend before they become best friends, I'm going to do a little bit more here. And let's see, do something spontaneous together. I like that one because if they can roll with it.
Yeah.
You start to get stronger real quick.
Oh yeah, and that's actually my relationship too. Just the other day, I was like, oh, do you just want us to like stop here really quick? We'll be going somewhere, but we'll take 2 other stops before that. And I think both of us just love that. We thrive on being spontaneous. But you're right, it's so fun. Like if Sonia and I are thrifting, and then she's like, okay, now let's go to the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania and go take a hike. Yeah, I love it.
Do you text her at least once a day?
Sonia?
Yeah.
No. I
Really?
don't text. No, there's very few friends that I text every day.
Okay.
I don't even text him.
Do you invite her to every party you throw?
Yes.
Okay. There. All right. I mean, you can knock one out.
Yeah,
this.
that's easy.
Stay up until the early morning hours, just talking away.
Love this.
There you go.
Love this one.
There you go.
I have not seen the sunrise like that in so long.
Well, at our age, we get tired.
Well, and also I see the sunrise literally every morning.
Well, that's true too. With our hours, I mean, literally, work a morning show in broadcasting. We'll let you know what the sunrise looks like.
But don't you have some of those favorite memories? Like I have a favorite memory of me and my cousin doing exactly that, where we would stay up all night long and then we would watch the sunrise, and it was just, it solidified our friendship even as cousins. Did you ever?
I'm at the age now, like you said, I'm better off, doing our hours. I see the sunrise. I'm great. I can't stay up all night and do that.
I know, but don't you have that foundational memory from when you were like?
There were nights, years ago where, decades ago, where, you'd stay up all night. You'd
Yes.
do your thing. Yeah.
Your kids are going to probably do the same too.
Oh, God. Well, are you kidding? Try to get a kid to go to sleep during a sleepover. Mm-hmm. They call it a stay awake over, for one reason. Because they never sleep.
You're talking so much with a friend, and then all of a sudden you realize, like, oh my gosh, you always do this. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
The sunrise is going to come up in 45 minutes. We've just been talking so much. So let's just stay awake. Let's just see it.
And then you're both passed out on the Adirondack chairs because you couldn't stay awake 45 more minutes.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Alley Not for Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.